Marijuana is a billion-dollar business in Arizona, but it is still illegal at the federal level, which puts the burden of safety on the state.
Tonight, Team 12's Michael Doudna takes us inside one of the state's testing labs to learn more about the tools that they use to make sure that what you buy is safe and how some are trying to close potential loopholes.
Before anything ever hits the shelves, a sample is supposed to get tested.
Well, yeah, it's the starting line.
Ryan Tracy runs C4 Laboratories, filled with machines that sound like something out of a science fiction movie.
Over here we have our GC mass spec, so it's gas chromatography mass spectrometry. What's called HPLC. This is a LCMS, so this is a liquid chromatography mass spectrometry. That is our ICP-MS.
And the purpose of all of these machines is to test cannabis products to see if they're contaminated by things like pesticides and are as strong as advertised.
Reason the program is here is so that consumers and patients can have confidence and trust that what they're buying is exactly what we say it's going to be.
And while Tracy says the rules are clear, a lot of this system relies on trust.
Right now, that is a bit of the honor system. We have to trust that people are sampling and doing the things they're supposed to.
Tracy and other subject experts are part of an advisory group that is recommending a list of changes to improve the testing system, such as including more oversight and clear requirements, all to make sure what labs are testing matches what you're buying.
No, we can't be 100% sure, because what we test is what comes in the door as received.
See, under current state guidelines from the health department, cultivators and dispensaries can pick the samples themselves and send those samples to a testing lab of their choosing, something Arizona Dispensary Association Executive Director Ann Torres says is working fine.
Nobody's died, no major recalls, no major illnesses, and we don't want it to get to that, but that also tells you that there's something right going on.
We have no way to verify that, but we would be assuming a lot of deception if we just assume everybody's not doing it right, which I don't think is fair, but I also think it's not fair to assume that every single person is doing it right too.
So what's next in this case? Well, that advisory group we mentioned have a couple recommendations they hope to see implemented. But the key here is with anything with marijuana that needs legislative help, well, the standard to actually get that passed is much higher because it's passed through a ballot initiative, which requires a higher legislative majority to actually get those changes into law. Guys, back to you.